What's up everyone? Today I am finally happy to announce the finished resource management guide. With limited resources and tons of heroes to choose from, you need to be min-maxing as often as possible. In this video, we'll be briefing every resource in the game, how you can grind that resource, and where and how you should use each resource. Before we get into today's info, I want to give a special thanks to a KR friend, Wayon. Wayon collected and simplified all the data I will be featuring for you all. I'm handling all the translating, refining, and of course the visual work in the video you're watching now. So let's start with the most important resources in the game. I feel like there are three major resources that will severely hinder your progress if you're not careful with how you spend them. Gold, experience, and reinforcing hammers are the three major resources you want to save for the heroes you plan on using throughout your gameplay. Gold allows you to upgrade your weapon, synthesize your weapons, and train your heroes via Awakening Stone. Experience lets you level up your heroes, and reinforcing hammers are going to be the resource that lets you upgrade your weapons, which can be very crucial for completing in-game content. As you can see, trying to upgrade a weapon with the aforementioned reinforcing hammer costs gold. Same with limit breaking and both random evolution and weapon evolution. Hero levels are just as important as your weapon levels, but XP is plentiful as you regularly grind content, and I wouldn't worry about farming it in XP Rift. Then there are star pieces that are sometimes used to upgrade Heavenhold and can be used to buy evolution boxes. Same applies to purple coins, but more importantly, you can buy stamina with purple coins, and you collect them throughout story-related content. Now let's get into time-based resources. If you're not careful with how you spend these resources, you will be unable to play the game content for that respective game mode. The most common resource is coffee. You will use coffee after starting levels and can either recharge them by simply waiting for them to recharge, or purchasing more in the shop with either in-game gems or real-world money. As a general community rule of thumb, you should always be buying 2 coffee recharges every time you play. If you're ever not sure where to spend your stamina, it's advised you use it to farm Evolution Dungeon. Later in the game, you unlock World Exploration, and to play World Expo content, you need Operations. You get Operations every night on server reset or whenever you use a Princess Edict to recharge them. Next up is the most sought after resource in the game, gems. The best way to get gems is just to play in-game content. The other alternative is of course cash. The main supply of gems comes from clearing levels, guild attendance, guild raids, push notifications aka daily mail, and dungeon rewards. Uses for gems include recharging coffee, hero and weapon summons, floating store goods in Heavenhold, costumes, extra plays in the Awakening Stone dungeon, and self-revives during story mode content. Next we have a very straightforward resource, summon controllers. Every summon controller gives you 1 summon on the gacha. Summon controllers take priority over gems, meaning as long as you have a summon controller, your gems won't be spent until you run out of controllers. Mileage and Mysterious Thread are both pity mechanics. After you acquire 300 mileage tickets, you can pity any hero or weapon you want, and after you acquire 300 Mysterious Thread, you can pity any costume you want. Hero crystals and magic metals are both really important resources. I advise you to look at a guide to better understand both hero crystals and magic metals if you're not familiar with them already. Evolution stones are farmed in the Evolution dungeon, where the type of stones you get depends on which dungeon you enter. Bottle caps are given throughout Camazon content. Bottle caps can be used to purchase Awakening Stones, costumes, and shields. Mirror shards are farmed in Mirror Rift and are solely used to buy rare and powerful equipment and accessories. The same can be said about battle medals, except you earn them through multiplayer content. Next are Awakening Stones, which are generally acquired in Awakening Dungeon. You can get Attack Stones Monday and Thursdays, Defense Stones Tuesday and Fridays, and HP Saturday and Wednesday. Special Stones are daily. This brings us to Awakening Reset Stones that refund your Awakening Stones for one selected hero, and a Hero Reset Stone that completely refunds all your resources from one selected hero. Limit Break Hammers allow you to transcend equipment once per hammer based on the hammer's corresponding rarity. You can buy epic hammers with 1.5 thousand magic metal, or sometimes for 5,000 gems in this shop. Option Stones and Option Lock Stones are used to tinker with stat percentages of weapons and accessories. Option Stones change all your weapon statistics each time you use them, so it's always good to have Option Lock Stones to ensure you can keep the weapon modifications you want.